Hey, y'all doing? It's Chris again. I heard something the other day, and I got thinking about it today while I was working. We've all heard the saying that you only live once. We only live one time. Well, I heard a preacher say it the other day that that's a lie. You live every day. You only die once. So that means every day you wake up, you have new life. New life to do whatever you want to do, to right any wrongs you've done or whatever, progress on what you're already doing. You have new life. Now, how you live your life is basically up to you, and how I see it is you got two ways to live your life. You can live your life knowing that there is a God in heaven, and one day you will stand before him and answer for the way you've lived, and you want to live so that he will look at you and say, job well done. Or you can live your life in hopes that there is not a God in heaven, and hope that you're not going to have to stand before him and answer for the way you live. I personally choose to live my life as though there is a God in heaven. Because living that lifestyle, what are we actually missing out on? The Bible talks about Christians, God's will for us is to be prosperous. God's will for us is to succeed in life and have nice things. There's nowhere in the Bible that says you can't have nice things, you can't be prosperous, you can't have money, you can't go on vacations, you can't have stuff that you want. It says that when you allow those things to have you, that's when it's wrong. Money's not wrong. The love of money is wrong. So the only thing you're really going to be missing out on, from what I can see, by not living a Christian lifestyle, is drinking, drugs, the occasional sex with different partners, and so on and so forth. But what are you missing out with that? Are you missing out on the headaches when you wake up in the morning from drinking all night? Are you missing out on the looking over your shoulder while you're high in hopes that a cop's not around because it's illegal? Are you missing out on waking up with that person you just slept with and hope that you didn't get them pregnant, or hope they didn't get you pregnant, or hope that they didn't have something that, that Ajax won't wash off, that you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life? So what actually are you missing out on? The Bible tells us as Christians to be in the world but not of it. And what that means is you can have all this stuff, but you don't have to live the same way the world lives with you have to have this or you have to have that or whatever. Because when you don't have to have it, when it's not top priority, that's when God will give it to you. When it's not your sole means of, I've got to have this money, I've got to have this vehicle, or whatever it is, when you don't have to have it, when it does not have you, God will give it to you. God will bless you with it. So this is just my thought I was thinking about today. And how are you living your life? Are you going to live your life knowing there's a God in heaven, and you're going to live a life that pleases him? Or are you going to live a life hoping that there's no God? You're just going to go all out and hope there's no God. Or there's another way. Are you living a life that you're going to church and proclaiming to be a Christian, but then going out and running buck wild? Because then all you're doing is hoping that you don't die before you're able to repent for acting crazy. So these are my thoughts, what I've been thinking about, and I pray it's touched somebody. But what are we missing out on if we don't live a Christian lifestyle? What are we actually going to miss out on? Thank y'all.